Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Chats with Audrey. It's a cloudy, dreary day here in Surrey, but my day will hopefully be brightened up with my guest this morning. So today we are talking about the impact that a likely EU ban on titanium dioxide in food and food supplements will have on the industry. And to help me discuss those issues are Annabel Bordmann, who is the EMEA Market Development Director at Colorcon, and Kevin Hughes, who's the EMEA Regulatory Manager at Colorcon. So Annabel, Kevin, lovely to see you both. How are you?
Hi, good morning.
I'm great, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, and you're not actually, Annabel, although you have a French accent, you're not calling in from Paris or somewhere exotic, are you? You're a bit closer to home.
Yes, indeed. I've been based in the UK for 20 years and 14 at Colorcon, right?
So you're calling in from London. And Kevin, where are you calling in from this morning?
Calling in from the depths of Kent, and like Surrey, it's a grey, dreary day. So hopefully we'll be back to sun tomorrow.
Let's hope so. My sons have got cricket matches tomorrow, so I hope it's good. So before we start talking about titanium dioxide and the impact its ban could have on the industry, would you mind giving viewers a quick overview of Colorcon and a little bit about your own backgrounds?
Yeah, I'm happy to do that, Razan. So Colorcon is the market leader for film coating and excipient for the pharma industry and the food supplement industry.
Right, and your background?
So I'm a chemist of training, specialized in polymer science, so quite relevant for what Colorcon has to offer. And I've been in the industry for like 20 years, but with Colorcon, as I said, for 14 years, and in various marketing roles and sales roles over that time.
Fantastic. And Kevin, your background?
I'm actually qualified as a food scientist from Nottingham University. From Nottingham, I went to work for Boots for about 5 years, formulating vitamins and mineral supplements and OTC medicines. And then 17 years ago next week, I joined Colorcon, where I was looking after the technical aspects of our excipients, and I took over the regulatory and QA departments about 7 years ago.
Right, brilliant. Thank you for that. Now, interesting enough, I reported this on LinkedIn a few weeks ago that there was news that the European Food Safety Agency had decided that titanium dioxide was no longer safe to use in food and food supplements. So first of all, those who are not chemists and don't have that background, what is titanium oxide? What's it used for? And why are the EU looking at possibly banning it?
Yeah, that's a good question, because we always assume that everybody knows, but not everybody does, right? So titanium is a white pigment used in a lot of food application, like coffee creamer, cake decoration, candies, sweets. And in the pharma industry, it's used mainly in coating to give opacity to the coating and protect the API. And same for the food supplement and vitamins, right? Same in the coating mainly.
Right. And why are the EU looking at a possible ban?
Well, the European Food Safety Authority, EFSA, they've been reviewing all the food additives across the board over the last few years. There's been some questions raised about the safety of titanium dioxide, and they've recently reviewed all of the data and the new data provided by industry. And while it's been cleared of a lot of risks, there's just one risk that they cannot eliminate. And so they've taken the decision that they cannot recommend its continued use as a food additive in Europe.
Right. Okay. So how would a possible ban have an impact on the industry and also on Colorcon?
Well, Razan, that's something we've been monitoring very closely, and we've been kind of working on that topic for many years now. So the decision is a bit surprising, but not totally unexpected. And we've been working on alternatives, so coating without titanium since 2017, in fact. So this decision will mean a bit of extra work, but because we have been working and preparing for it for a few years, we are fully ready, and we can support our sample with our customer with many alternative, giving them sample quite quickly, and even commercial order, we're ready to go if they want to go soon, and technical support. So yeah, I think we are ready to embrace this new challenge.
Right. So I understand though that tablets coated without titanium dioxide don't look great, as you mentioned, you know, it affects the speckling and stuff like that. So what do you think that'll have an impact on customer adherence and use as well?
Well, you know, as you said, like quite often food supplement tablets or vitamin look dark or speckled. So titanium has been used for this reason for decades, right? To kind of cover this discoloration or this speckling aspect. And yeah, I mean, formulating without titanium is challenging, but our scientists have found solutions that give good opacity and that will cover the tablet just as well as with TiO2 at using the same amount of coating. So yeah, we think that our solution will be just as good as with the current titanium containing coatings.
Right, and this new improved coating, is it already commercialized?
Well, actually, the latest of the range has been launched in January this year. We have white and pigmented version available, and we already have some customer who have started to switch commercially. So yes, I mean, we're ready with sample, as I said, and our supply chain is also ready to commercial, you know, for commercial quantity.
Right. Okay. Now, obviously, that's the Nutra side of the business, or the vitamin side of the business. Kevin, what do you think this will have as an impact in terms of the pharma sector? I mean, do you think this will lead to titanium not being allowed to be used in medicines at all?
When EFSA published their opinion, it was only about a month ago, it seems such a long time already, they made it very clear that this decision is about the use of titanium dioxide in foods. So it's pharma use is outside of that scope and it should be handled separately. So I think it's not good to speculate that it won't be allowed in pharma products in the future. In fact, titanium dioxide plays a functional role in coatings and in capsules in the pharmaceutical industry. It's an opacifier, as Annabel mentioned earlier, so it does protect the active materials from light, so it can play a role in the stability of the drug product. And the level you need to achieve that opacity is fairly low. So you've got a limited exposure by the patient because, again, the dosage regime is strictly controlled. So I think the risk benefit analysis for pharma is very different to that from foods, and this will be considered by the regulators, both the food and pharma regulators, because they are separate in both the EU and the UK. So we know they are talking together about this.
Right. Okay. So what about those non-prescription drugs that are medicines that you can buy over the counter, you know, in your local pharmacy, the Boots you mentioned a bit earlier, and so on, in supermarkets?
Again, it's about speculation, and it's probably best not to do that at the moment. It could be a company decision, a pharma company decision to say, okay, we want to reformulate our over-the-counter medicines. There's patients have more choice. They can see, they can maybe demand, and they would choose a formulation that doesn't contain titanium dioxide because of maybe some media stories they've heard. So again, this comes down to that pharma company decision, what their strategy is, and kind of responding to patient or consumer preferences.
Right. Okay. And is there a risk that pharma or food supplement manufacturers will decide to stop coating their tablets?
Well, you know, like for pharma customer, right, the benefit of coating the tablet are very clear, right? I mean, they if you don't coat the tablet, they're very difficult to swallow, which then you have a risk that the patient will stop taking it, right? You also use coating to differentiate between different doses of products, so to reduce medication error, so it's really important as well. And you also use coating to protect the API, right, to increase the shelf life, to protect the API against the light, moisture, the sensitivity. So coating is really vital for pharmaceutical product. And for food supplement, well, I mean, quite often, as we said, right, they don't really look that great. They're very speckled. So, you know, hiding this speckle aspect means the patient, again, the consumer is more likely to take it. And also, I'm sure you've noticed, but some of these food supplements are very big. So big means even more difficult to swallow. So then you use a coating to increase the swallowability. So again, you know, I don't think the food supplement will decide not to coat because it would lead to the patient or to the consumer not taking it, right? So
No, it's very true. I mean, my multivitamin tablets are huge, and then I think, God, I really should be breaking these half to swallow them because they are so difficult.
No, don't do that. Next time, look on the box if it's coated or not, and buy the coated one. Much better.
All right. So thank you for that. If people want to get more information about this whole area, where can they get more information?
Well, you can get information. I mean, at the moment, there is lots of information on the web, right, about the topic. But even on Colorcon website, we'll be posting various regulatory positioning and FAQ and things like that. So if whoever wants to get more information from the regulatory point of view, you can contact Kevin or myself or look on our website. And if you need more technical information, one of our technical specialists will be able to help for sure, right?
Brilliant. Okay, well, thank you very much both for your insight into that. So all that's left me to say is thank you very much for sharing that information. I hope the weather clears up for us all, as we're all not too far away from each other. So if it's sunny where I am, hopefully it'll be sunny where you both are as well.
Finger crossed, right? We need it.
Yeah, it's amazing what difference the sun coming out makes, doesn't it, to your whole mood and to how things are. So thank you very much for that and covering that in such detail. If viewers would like to know more, as Annabel quite rightly said, you can get in touch with both Annabel and Kevin directly. You can leave comments below the video if you've got any questions as well. And you can also go to the Colorcon website. The address will be above the video, so you can click on that, where there is a huge amount of resources about all aspects of film coating, tablets and so on. So I really recommend looking at the website. They've got lots and lots of advice on there, lots of FAQs on a wide range of topics. So check that out as well. So all that stuff is Annabel, Kevin, thank you very much. It's lovely to meet you, and I wish you a fantastic summer and the sun to be glorious all over that period as well. So thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
Keep safe. Bye.
And viewers, as always, thank you for watching. I hope you found it useful. As I say, if you've got any comments or questions, leave them below the video and check out the link above the video. And until next time, as always, stay well and stay safe. Bye-bye.